All right, chat. Fuck it. Throw that shit out the window. It's gonna get spicy today.
What's up?
All right, let me talk to Martha real quick.
Hello.
Hey, Martha, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing right. Did you get my text?
I did. I don't know if I've ever met Scrappy before, but
Right. Well, I didn't know who I was talking to until I said to him, "Can you send me your name in a text and then we can keep in contact?" He's got hold of me just now and said that Bruce has put him onto me for materials, and I said, "Yeah, we do like to get materials." He's confused about what MOPEC is. I said, "I don't know because I don't." He doesn't know how to be MOPEC. This is the conversation we had all about this, and I do want to sell you stuff. And he said, "I've got a couple of people that do Sani with me." He said, "I don't need materials." He said, "But I've got," he said, "so they sell them to me." And I was just thinking, you know, I could flip them over to you. And I said, "All right." I said, "But you've got to speak to someone that knows about MOPEC and that knows how you're eligible, etc. Because I don't." Oh, Brenda's getting run over. Sorry. I said to him, I said, "There is the Kortz directory. There might be a few people on there that you might be able to contact, Jason, etc. Give her a text or whatever." Now then he's gone on to me about it, about the different prices, and I've explained the Kortz, and he said, "You've explained it so much better than Bruce ever did. But listen, right? Then I've said to him, 'Give me your name,' and it is Scrappy Patel. Now, this is the geezer that, like, Bruce literally couldn't wait to accost me about and say, 'Oh, Scrappy, he's wonderful. He's wonderful. I know Scrappy. He's a great guy. He's going to give us a load of mats and I'm going to get them off him and everything.'" So he's got all these mats off Scrappy. That's when Bruce started buying them after Scrappy had give it to us a couple of times. So there was a couple of ins from Scrappy and then outs from Bruce. And I hadn't never really known Bruce actually get a load of materials before. And I just thought, this geezer's just spoke to me like he don't know Bruce, and Bruce immediately has put him onto me. And this is the guy that Bruce was just telling me like a good few weeks ago about how great he is and he's going to be a new supply and it's going to be epic. And I was like, "Oh, brill.
Bruce is a scam artist.
Yeah, but I don't understand what's going on now because I'm thinking what's going on.
I can explain. So Bruce is getting let go. I don't know if he's been told yet. I already removed his keys from the quote center.
Okay. Yeah, but but have you got his key?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. You can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you can.
We can test. We did test that.
I've
previously.
tested it. Believe me. When housing first came into being, and I wasn't working for the PD, you'd be surprised how many gangs scooped me up off the street and took me into their abodes and said, "Martha, can you try and look in here? Can you try and look in here? If I give you the key, blah blah." So even without being on the panel, if someone's
double check.
So if someone say like I wasn't on the panel, I could still walk into there and I could like go through all the crates and do what I want. I can see everything. It's the key. But the only thing I wouldn't be able to do, I wouldn't be able to actually, I think, open the doors unless you're on the panel. So that's why.
I'll take a look.
Test it.
I'll take a look.
Test it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's neither here nor there for me. But I'm just letting you know that we did test it extensively. Believe me.
I got you.
So yes, and also the back end of the company is open. You can just get in the back doors anyway, so anyone could just walk in even if they never had keys. Do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, that is very true. So here's kind of where things are.
Right, okay.
There is going to be a couple things that I kind of want to see.
Right, okay.
In the grand scheme of things, I want you kind of being the front of it, right? Like especially around like this time. And then post-storm, I know you're less around, but there needs to be like a someone connecting between you and Jason when she's awake. So there's like coverage in that whole bit.
Definitely.
That same
there's
individual.
There's a bit of a limbo time, isn't there? It's a bit of a limbo time.
Correct.
Yeah.
But that same individual will need to be somebody that actually is going to invest a lot of time in figuring out and working with others to figure out what we should be buying at and what we should be selling at.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a happy medium between. Kortz Center is always going to be losing money because it is subsidized, right? And we do that to get people to sell and buy at the place and make it more communal. And since everyone works off money, we you know, it's worth like $1 million loss a month or $2 million loss a month.
Yeah.
As long as it's not lining our own pockets, which unfortunately is what was effectively happening with Bruce. I don't know if he's just dumb or he's a scam artist. Either way, the at the end of it, there's a lot of, he just wasn't doing what he was hired for, right?
Yeah.
And so I think
I don't think he's dumb. I don't think he's dumb. I'll put that to you. I don't think he's dumb. But
well, then he acts pretty dumb.
I know. I think he knows how to play dumb because look, let's put it this way. Say if you've got like a fuck ton of money in your bank, right? Who do you give a fuck about? You don't care what people think of you, whatever. If you're making money out of them, they'll be quite happy for you to think they're dumb as fuck. Because they're still making money out of you.
I agree with you, but the problem that I have with Bruce is there's like scamming people and then there's like abusing our systems, right? And whether it was him mass selling a bunch of shit the moment the website went up or whatever, this guy, I look, I'm not going to get into it, but he's on a whole nother level of nasty. And I don't, to me, that's a bit,
I mean, at
stealing
the moment,
a little bit is one thing. Doing it, what he's been doing, I think is a whole nother level of,
I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it. I only turned up, you know, a little bit later. But I mean, it's like, say with turbos and shit like that. At the moment, he's got sitting in his basket 9 turbos. I don't know what the state of play is with turbos. I don't really want to touch him at the moment. But
wait, is
all
the
the
stream
time,
good, chat?
someone has that waiting. He doesn't seem to have pushed anybody to, like, you know what I mean? Sell them to him. Has he reached out to anyone to have them sold to him? He doesn't. It's like he doesn't care. He's got them in his basket, but all the time we've got them 9 turbos. No one can buy or sell to us because they're still limbo. Do you know what I mean?
He's buying and selling to his own company.
Yeah, I don't think he's dumb.
He's literally been. I still got to figure out whether we're gonna sue the shit out of him. Like the guy's an actual piece of shit. Like, look, I'll put it this way. Like, obviously, our website is got a bunch of things you can do on it, but it's like you know, spitball made. And this guy went as far as buying turbos that we bought for other people, and he would buy them out, use his company discount, and then resell it on the street. Like that is just fucking nasty. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. I
will say for the general Joe on the street, when I direct them to the website, they are well pleased to see it. The interface is fucking cracking. So I never get a negative about that. It is easy to use. Right, once they know what they're doing. And when I turn up after the storm, I have cops come to me begging me, say, Martha, can you just go up to the Kortz Center? I already need this part. So I do get sales off them, but not enough. It's like, and once they find out about me, then they'll come back. But do you know what? I've got now, because of the recycling stuff like going missing and some other things that when I went up there was missing, because there was an order for Opal once, and I said to Bruce, I said, I can't find them parts. And he said, oh, they went dusty. And it was like 100mm turbo. And I said, these are like, people want these. How comes they're sitting in there going rusty? What? So it was stuff like that. So now every time someone gives me an order, I say to them, I'm going to go up there and make sure it's in the crates first before I bill you. I have to do that every time just to make sure I know I'm not going to bill them.
He's a piece of shit. He abused our systems. He look, we might end up filing a massive lawsuit on him if I'm going to be honest. But we'll see how it goes.
I just feel like the website is easy. People, it's so simple they can't get it wrong.
Martha, I'm about to have a meeting.
All right, okay.
Just give me kind of like, do your best for the time being. It's gonna be a couple days as I sort of figure out how to rearrange things and specifically get someone that is going to be available and around at the start of the tsunami that is passionate and willing to look at how to benefit the city and not themselves. As for Bruce, I'll handle him.
Right, okay then.
Yeah.
All right, okay then, we'll sort that out. But I do need to know more about Mopeg. I'm absolutely blind where that's concerned.
I think that's going to be...
And I want to be able to explain it to people and to know it myself.
Absolutely, and that's going to be part of that effort, is that individual will need to, be able to explain to everybody what's going on, so you can call them and they get a proper explanation.
Yeah, I mean, I've explained the shit out of what I explained to this guy. He's under no, and I'm thinking to myself, I bet you already fucking knew this, because honestly, I feel like I've just been, I don't know, it was really weird to then find out that was actually Scrappy, the guy that he was actually going mental over. So I don't know what just happened, but I don't have a bank account to buy the stuff, and I don't know at what price I'm supposed to be buying it because of the Mopeg stuff.
Don't worry.
Let someone explain it to me.
I will.
And is there a list of people that's got that's Mopeg? Because if I had that even,
Martha, just give me a couple of days so that I can do this right.
Okay, you're gonna have to put the phone down on me because I'm not gonna stop.
All right, Martha.
Then.
All right,
bye
you
then,
take care.
Bye.
Bye.
It's very good on caffeine.
Sorry about that. I just got off the phone with Martha.
Who?
I found that girl's V card.
Oh shit! Oh, this is a new one. What happened to her, by the way? Olive
Pratt?
Yeah.
I feel like we floated her a job invite and then never heard from her again.
No, she went to the marshals, and then
that's right.
And then I took a V card and I brought up that joke, and you're like, well, actually, it was a physical V card.
Like, you know what? I haven't.
I'm sorry I didn't pull my /me my penis out or whatever, and